Give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. Give thanks and praise. Pro-America, the continent, not the United States of America, the corporation. So we kind of make our own distinction easily. We choose not to subject ourselves to no corporate governance, meaning we don't want a corporate construct, a corporation govern us as a people. Only because we as a people are now cognizant of who we are and where we are. And we are not, again, we are not anti-African. I personally am not that. But I'm more pro-American. And when we say American, I talk about anciency. I talk about first people. I talk about first nation. I talk about the Negroid stock. Yeah. Yeah, man. The very people that find themselves out of place only because the earth is out of course. So when we say America, the continent, it's just that. So we're not seeing a divide. We're not allow the foreign colonizers to create their imaginary borders and divide us as a people. This is where I think most our issues are, because of this division. Where foreign people invade our location, and through the passage of time, they create their educational institution and teach our people that they're from someplace else in an effort to usurp the original people's place. I'm quite sure people are familiar with the British Museum, where they can show documentation of what an African look like and what an American look like. We have people who present these things. I man just not really have the time for, or the technique to dig up all of these things and play switcheroo. Not right now, but we have all of them information there. It's just that we mainstream people not have it. And this is why we like to step forward with our philosophical reasoning. We are pro-America, the continent, all of it. Yeah. However, the United States of America, the corporation, that's something else that was created by Western European interests. And those very people came to Britain in the 1600s. That's when they started that, council here in the Americas. All of this information is already there. All we are doing is just reiterate it for our base people, our common folk. our simple people, our plain folk, the one them where the politician like to classify as peasants, the labor class, those labor force, those people. I think the problem with my people is that when them hear about slavery, them not realize there's a very same system that is in place now. 1,000 years from now, they'll classify all of you people as just that, slave. Why? Because of the work relationship that is in place. Employee, employer relationship. It's no different from in our ancestors' time. When foreign man come and say, hey, we have this new thing, hey, we have a plantation here where we are trying to grow some cane for go enrich our nations, our foreign nations, and we want workers. So you were in a bush now, I say, what? We want to go, work and make some of whatever them have to pay so we can, act like we civilize and become modernized. Hence, for people that work on the sugar plantation, there is no slavery there. It's indentured servitude. Them put a X as them mark for whatever contract, but because them not read and write on this level, everybody get tricked. It's no different from Burnham Lodge when they had this sugar plantation over there. And we have a lot of people that work there. And when them not get them pay or any little thing go on, you see the people them rebel and say them strike. You understand? And if them do it to this day in a 2022, it will go down in history as a slavery rebellion. That's what it will go down as, a slavery rebellion. So this is the issue of our people. If we not pay attention, we're going to miss it. We're going to miss their subtlety. It's like when the Prime Minister come out and address Africans and African descendants. He definitely not talk to you. He not talk to no one in this hemisphere. Absolutely no one outside of the African people that are here. And when I say African people, these people are people who have African citizenry over there. You have to remember, say, the Prime Minister in his capacity, it's all, corporate. It's, the fictional side of things. He not necessarily can communicate with, the living people per se. This is why I say it's all a stage. It's a show. This is why there is, the duality, the double standard out there. This is why when you go into a courtroom, there's multiple things happening there. And most people go into a courtroom expecting justice, when if them do the basic research, you're going to say it's actually business being conducted there. Until you invoke the divine laws of nature. This is why they must say these officials, these, judges will wear two hats. Because they have a public oath connected to their bond, and they also have a private oath. Presumably, it's not good to assume, but it's okay to presume. Yeah. So you have to choose which part, you are aligning yourself. Are you aligning yourself with the creator of nature? Or you align yourself with these corporate constructs for, financial, commercial security? I do not have all the answers, but in my head, I am of the view that why can't we create our own economic system? We can. I'm not familiar with the digital currency, the Bitcoin, what I call Bitcoin. But I see a platform, the Black Digital Dollar, I think is an Aboriginal platform. I'm you know, me have to go really look into it. But I would place interest there. If I'm going to invest, I rather invest with my people, the black digital dollar, where them are deal with us as American here. Not necessarily the maroon Lumi Lama that's taking us somewhere in Africa. But again, I'm not familiar with, you know, these things. So I can't just tell our direct people, say, hey, but that's where I would place some interest. If an Aboriginal platform where I can relate to, knowing so them talk about us as, you know, Americans first, I bring forward any kind of currency, then we as a people have to, you know, at least show a little interest. And when we do get some time, I go try log into that platform and say, you know, what it is all about, and, you know, if it's necessary for even I get involved, then, you know what I mean, we might choose to participate. And as such, we might carry a, you know, a whole nation of ones with us. But we have to choose to do something for ourselves outside of this foreign aid, foreign construct, foreign intervention, foreign, you know what I mean, interference. We should be able to look and say, oh, that's us right there. We should be able to do that. We can't have all of these bright people, these well-accomplished people, only if you say there is no difference. It's more of the same. Our people is being sold an illusion. It's like if you do not accumulate these material trinkets, then you go unrecognized. Hence, we have our young people now do all kind of things in order to drive the latest material toys. You know what I mean? When, if them smart, them get all the old Datsun and just fix up that Datsun and know, say, boy, you fit them thing that. Put all a 6-speed gearbox in that. And put some exquisite paint on that. And know, say, it might run you just a little $1 million when you're done put in your work. But you have a car where, a year car where nobody now to scrutinize you and nobody now pressure you, and you just do your thing. But Babylon not promote that. Babylon say if you have a 2020 car today, when 2021 come tomorrow, you need that 2021 car. So that's the illusion out there, people. And because of the illusion, you see the criminality is like what it is. And people always just shine light on the criminality, and I said, then what are the root cause? How can we change these people's mindset? How can we have these people, you know, look at life just a little bit differently so them can approach it differently? What is the solution for that? Or we intend to say, boy, you know, the people them were bad out, they just destroy all of that, you know? Then what created that situation or that atmosphere? How we not address that? How we not address the lewd conduct of the entertainment industry? And why should we look to any entertainer for anything moral when the very entertainment sector is immoral? It's structured that way. And people choose to participate. There was a time when some of our entertainers, them just won't get involved. Them just do them thing for them people, and put out the word, sound, and power, you know, for naturally alleviate the oppression that them are experience. But again, through the passage of time, them introduce the commercial part of it by way of all the Bob Marley. And tell us you can't get all kind of riches if you just sing this kind of song. It's like, remember when the artists is like Rise, they overseas, and me I say, yeah, them energy are good. Whole heap of Rasta artists and everybody I get righteous, and enough little tough youth start lego the toughness and I deal with righteousness. And then I don't know if after the artist going to the university and a few time pass, then you know it's a whole different energy start manifest. When my artists used to step forward and you know praise Jah, hail the emperor, Selassie, a king of kings. When the man said there's no other like Jah, be wise. When the man, you know, can't cool, can't quench, everlasting burning fire. When the man come out them way there, the whole place lift, the whole earth a quake. And I don't know what go on. I don't know if at the university the man going on, and when the man come out, something go on, cause just beer under the girl the man emphasize like the man said too much gay in other university there. Cause the man come out and some pump up, you know what I mean? And you know, and I said then where the righteousness gone. Cause even though you have your woman and you go and pump her up all kind of way, them things they have inside the house. The righteous man not to come express himself that way when he is a public figure. You get me? Let him wives speak on that. Say, my king man know how to pump up my pum pum. Are your wives to do that? The righteous warrior for know, say boy, when him there out on the battlefield as a man in the front line, there's a certain kind of conduct where it's required. Yeah, man. I remember, you know, you're out there, you know, so you got to have a whole team with you, and you have to have your counsel. If you make you know, say, yes, another venue to express yourself. And as such, whole heap of youth where look to the righteousness, start look up on the girl frap now. If them say the righteous man a pump up here and there, then them not go follow suit and spoil a lot of things. So even, yes, when you're out here, there is a responsibility, especially when, you know, you're put up as a diva. When 1 million people support you and promote you and buy your albums, because them rate you, then yes, there is some kind of responsibility, especially when you start on a righteous path. You understand? Because Anna said, them not have the unrighteous side where them can choose to, you know, pick and choose to look at. You get me? But the righteous part of it and enough of that. And we're not talking about Christianity. We are talking about righteousness. Yeah, man. Salute, my good brother, Joel Jaguar-C. Salute, NYC, sweetness needs it. Gratitude for the passing through. Complete respect with power, Joel Jaguar-C. Honor my king. Yeah, man. Just a quick pass through. I might get a bit busy today. You have a lot of people who are just naturally anti-American, and that's a fact. And only because of the confusion. You have what is known as America, which is a continent. You have what is known as the United States of America, which is a corporation. And from that corporation derive the United States Incorporated. a three separate and distinct entity. Those are my people. And before the United States, Inc., before the United States of America, that corporation, there was America, and there is America, and there will always be America. This is for my base people, especially my people in the West Indies area. We now known as Ahuuakh people. This is your information. This is for you. This is your clarity. We now come with scholastical approach. We are give it to you grassroots and simple. Say, you have always been here as a people. The foreigners came here and they take some of you from Brazil, they take from some of you from Haiti, they take from this is the slavery. I've seen where CARICOM have a document out there saying over 10 million Africans were taken to the Caribbean. I said, prove it. That's a lie. Prove it. They can never prove these claims they are making out here. It's all fallacious. When they're looking at us as a people here, saying, hey, you're of African descent, people, you have to rebut these kind of fallacious claims. I can't do it for all of y'all. You understand? I have a document called the Superior Court of Record. Again, the Superior Court of Record. That's like a dossier. That's like a portfolio. Where it have all of what we as a people, or what I as a man I deal with. Where the House of Dallas is, where our society, AhuuakhIndianNation in America is. Remember, you know, it's paper genocide when them rewrite their stories and write us out of it. And when we allow them to continue perpetuating this mess, then who are you going to blame? This foreign system will look out, and when them look out, them hear I voice, and them hear this narrative, and them say, yes, so one day, that's one of the free one them where we cannot really touch. Him choose to free himself. Him now wait for nobody to free him. And the difference that, you know, why am I here? You know, so I'm still there. And look at the subtle improvement. Look at the subtle improvement. Because we have to improve. If there's a foreign construct in place, and I am not subjected to that foreign construct, then whatever that foreign construct do cannot apply to me. It's that simple. If you are subjected to a foreign construct, then you are that foreign construct's slave. Look up the word subject. This is why I don't bow to no foreign crown, no foreign king, no foreign queen, no foreign god. This is us, I. This is I. I can't speak for everybody else, but what I represent, if people choose to subscribe, this is I. When we say AhuuakhIndianNation, it's a free society. And the people we are choose to associate with us, yeah, irrespective of their contractual arrangement out there, they are now construed as being free. It's that simple. Now, you have to defend that. You have to stand up on that. And this is where a lot of people, you know, get timid. If I'm a world citizen, my world citizenship supersedes whatever it is me I do locally. However, I have to choose to extricate myself from whatever local attachment is there. That's a free will exercise. So if you choose not to remove yourself from the construct, all of what you're doing is mute. You understand? Step by step, people. The brave may fall, but never yield. We say bold and brave, firm and strong. Truth is supreme, people. Yeah, man, and the truth of the order of the day. We, the people of America, have now declared ourselves free. Yeah, man. And we are the Americans here. What I discover is that you have the federal citizenry. You understand? What am I classify as being national? How can you be national if this is not your origin? And if the laws are not national laws, they are federal. Think about it, people. This is the word wizardry out there. You are no African, you are no African descent. However, all narratives are directed that way. And you people don't ask why? Who are you talking when you're calling us Africans and African descent? Who are you really talking to? Because most of the product of miscegenation have a mixture of African ancestry within them. It's like Kamenia Johnson Smith. When you look at her, you can see she's not pure blood. It's obvious that she probably have some North African ancestry inside her. Some Moroccan ancestry inside her. Just do the basic search out there and look at who are the Moroccans and what kind of people they are. This is the American hemisphere, and we are American here, and we, subscribe to our thing, not a corporate thing. For the corporate people and the federal people, and this is why a Caucasian can come here and say he's a American and he's American citizen. Yeah, you're a federal American. You're a federal citizen. What's your point of origin? This is a question we need to start asking some of these people. Where were you before 1492? These are the questions. Where were you before 1492? Don't let them fool us. And do not let these foreign people come and try to school us. This is why I have a problem with what is known as the taxes. Who are these people telling me to pay tax in my land? You can't give me no amount of tax credit when you're still here collecting tax. Listen, leave my land. This is my point of view. Who are you? You foreign people doing business in our land should be paying us, should be giving us tribute. I hear my good brethren, Warwicker, I break down how around England the people get free medical this, free that, and them still get a check. Where them I get these money from? You know, say, our wealth, the boy them loot. And why we now live this way? Why our people now live this way? Them question, them basic question. Criminality rampant, yeah. But I could go back in our history and say when it starts. I could go back in our history and say who introduced it here. And then you ask, why is always the little plain man, the simple man, the common man being prosecuted? Is it that all these other people are just immune, totally immune from prosecution? These CEOs, are they immune? These foreign businessmen, are they immune? It seems like criminality is only restricted to the common folk. And I tell my people, remove yourself from that criminality, because it's a tool for the foreign oppressors. We have to remove ourselves, refrain from entertaining and engaging in any criminal conduct out there, because it's a commercial activity. It brings profit for the foreigners and keep you in a subjected state. Step by step, people. We choose for just bring some information under the basic, but if you are going to sit and wait on someone to make you free, then you're going to have a problem, because you can't pay for people time. You cannot. You have to make yourself free with the knowledge, the information, the truth where you are carried within you. You have to do that, my people. Ones can only show you, direct you, but you have to actually make that step. Free will in people. Yeah, man. But again, you have America, the continent, my people. You have the United States of America, the corporation, my people. And then you have the United States, which most other sub-corporations are instrumentalities of the United States. And this is where we are. So hopefully we bring a little bit of clarity, just a touch. And we'll move again, step by step. Step by step. Gratitude for the time. Gratitude for this moment. Yeah. Well, I forgot the road. Salute, people. Salute. People, we have to choose to apply ourselves. We have to choose to ask questions. And we have to choose to be receptive and be open to alternative information. And we have to choose to, apply ourselves. We have to choose to improve ourselves. We have to choose to become better. Yeah, man. We don't have no other options but to be great, so we have to just choose to be great, my people. And we alone can do that. We have to choose to become. And we have some prominent people in prominent places where we know say every man can choose to change. Everyone can choose to change. Everyone can look and say, John, no, me in error. Let me start now. Let me start make an effort for a move in that truth, yeah. It make no sense to get certain information and know say I eat this, and then turn away, for go live in your mess, Make no sense. So let truth reign, though the heavens may fall. Just let truth reign, yeah. And the truth is that we have always been here. We are Americans here. And we'll always be here. Them think there's a truth. Step by step, by people. Step by step.